Welcome to Unlimited Grace Academic Hub. In the first video, I discussed the physical state of matter and their characteristics. In this video, I will discuss the properties of matter as the second topic under the introduction to matter. At the end of this video, students must be able to explain the properties of matter, list the two types of properties of matter, and finally identify the examples of the properties of matter. To have an understanding of how properties are used in the laboratory, let us assume you are provided with these two beakers with unknown but similar content. Then you are asked to identify the content of each beaker. As a chemistry student, the ability to predict the accuracy of the content depends on your prior knowledge about the properties of matter. Properties of matter can help you to determine or accurately predict the name of the sample in each beaker. In general, we focus on two properties to predict the accurate name of the chemical sample provided during laboratory activities. There are two main properties of matter. One, physical properties. Two, chemical properties. Physical properties of matter are the characteristics that can be observed or measured without changing the substance into something new. And chemical properties of matter are the characteristics that describe how a substance reacts to form a new substance. Let us focus our attention on physical properties. In physical properties, characteristics can be observed through what is called sense organs, and characteristics can also be measured, that is, by using measuring instruments. Physical properties are observed or measured when there is no change in the substance into something or there is no involvement with the chemical reaction. Examples of the physical properties that can be observed include hotness or coldness of substance, odor or odorless of an item, noisy or noiseless status of an object, dull or shiny surface of an object, shape or shapeless status of an item, solubility or insolubility of solid, color or colorless of an object, malleability, hardness, density, ductility, and state of matter. All these examples do not change the substance into something new. They can all be observed using the sense organs. Also, these examples of the physical properties can be measured: conductivity of metal, boiling point of liquid, and the melting point of ice. All these properties can be measured by using measuring instruments. It is easy to identify the physical properties. Can I observe or measure the property when there is no change in the substance into something or there is no involvement with the chemical reaction? That means you are talking about physical property. Let us use the knowledge in our previous slides to list the physical properties of this item. Assuming you are provided with this cup of tea, with the sense organs, you will be able to discover the hotness or coldness. You will be able to determine the taste of the liquid, and you will be able to state if the solid tea is soluble or insoluble, and also you will be able to indicate the odor through your nose and tell whether it has an odor or not. And you should be able to know if it is a noisy or noiseless during the solubility process. And with an instrument, you can also measure the temperature, which is the degree of coldness or hotness, using a thermometer. You can see that physical properties can be measured by using measuring instruments and also can be observed by using the sense organs. Now let us switch back to chemical properties. Both physical properties and chemical properties can be combined to obtain the accurate prediction of any sample given in the laboratory. Chemical properties of matter are the characteristics that describe how a substance reacts to form a new substance. They are properties you notice when there is a change in a substance to something new or an involvement with chemical reaction. Let us look at the examples of chemical properties. Examples include the pH. It will change the color of the substance, whether it's acidic, flammability ability, corrosive ability. Also, when something is explosive in nature, oxidizing or reducing ability. Let us practice these problems to help our knowledge about the physical and chemical properties. Question 1. Which of the following is a physical property? A. Flammability. B. Reactivity with acid. C. Density. And D. Ability to rust. Option A. Flammability is incorrect. Flammability describes a substance's ability to burn. It tells us what a substance can do, so it is a chemical property. Option B. Reactivity with acid is incorrect. Reactivity with acid tells us how a substance behaves with another substance. Therefore, it is a chemical property. Option C. Density is a correct answer. Density describes what a substance is like. It can be measured without changing the substance. So, density is a physical property. Option D. Ability to rust is incorrect. Rusting involves the formation of a new substance called iron oxide. Therefore, the ability to rust is a chemical property. Question number 2. Which of the following is a chemical property? A. Color. B. Hardness. C. Boiling point. D. Flammability. Let us examine each option. Option A. Color is incorrect. Color describes what a substance looks like. Therefore, color is a physical property. Option B. Hardness is incorrect. Hardness tells us how a resistant a substance is to denting. It describes what the substance is like, making it a physical property. Option C. Boiling point is incorrect. Boiling point can be measured without changing the identity of the substance, so it is a physical property. Option D. Flammability is a correct answer. Flammability describes a substance's ability to burn. It tells us what a substance can do and is therefore a chemical property. Question 3. Which property is a chemical property? A. Mass. B. Volume. C. Reactivity with oxygen. And D. Density. Option A. Mass is incorrect. Mass tells us the amount of matter present in a substance. It is a physical property. Option B. Volume is incorrect. Volume describes the space occupied by a substance and is a physical property. Option C. Reactivity with oxygen is a correct answer. It describes how a substance behaves when exposed to oxygen. Therefore, it is a chemical property. Option D. Density is an incorrect answer. Density describes what a substance is like and is therefore a physical property. Which of the following is not a physical property? A. Density. B. Solubility. C. Melting point. D. Ability to rust. Let us look at the options that we have. Option A. Density is an incorrect answer. Density is a physical property because it tells us what a substance is like. Option B. Solubility is incorrect. Solubility describes how much of substance dissolves in a solvent without changing its identity. So it's a physical property. Option C. Melting point is an incorrect answer. Melting point can be measured without changing the substance, making it a physical property. Option D. Ability to rust is a correct answer. The ability to rust describes what a substance can do, therefore is a chemical property. In summary, at this stage, you must be able to explain the properties of matter, and you must be able to list two types of properties of matter, which are physical properties and chemical properties, and also identify the examples of the properties of matter. In the next video, we will look at changes in matter. See you in the next video.